for me right now, if I were doing Batman, I think it would be exciting to make him come up with barely anything, come up working class, and have the Joker be the one that has all the money. And ultimately, the thesis of it would be that Batman in this world is more of the chaos, and the villains or Joker is more of the system and order that Batman represents in the main universe. I went to a few people for Batman. I went to some big names, and the scheduling and family obligations and stuff just didn't work out. And DC was really pressuring me because they were like, "You got to find somebody," or because I was obligated to take a book, but when I thought the books were gonna be filled, I was talking about doing a Detective Chimp book, I was talking about doing a Dark Side book. I wanted to do something like, I didn't wanna be the star of it, I was like, "I just wanna be to the side." And then really what happened was James Tynion called me up, and he was like, "I have somebody." I was remember because now it was winter, I was out in the yard right outside here in the snow, because I didn't wanna wake up the kids, and I'm like, I'm waiting for my office to heat up, and I'm like, "Yeah, do you have somebody to do it?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, you should do it." And I was like, "Oh, dude, shut up." And he was like, "No, think about it. You've been pitching this same book to everybody for a year. Like, you need to just write it. You're telling everybody to go out there and take the biggest swing and try and be fearless." And he was right. The thing I was scaredest of, or most scared of, was to go back to Batman. It was the one thing I really felt like, God, I could really screw up my legacy if I have one. Was what if I go back and I do a terrible job? What if I go back and nobody wants it? What if I go back and it's just not? I'm just the calculus of what I'm trying to do is just completely off. I called Nick. I didn't know Nick hardly at all. I'd only spoken to him a couple times over the Creators for Creators project at Image, which he is a great program that he founded with East of West. And I was just walking around my neighborhood, and I was like, "Look, I know this is crazy, but we're doing this stuff at DC." And I kind of told him the idea, and he's like, "Hold up, bro." He's like, "Are you telling me you're asking me to do the Batman one with you?" And I was like, "Well, I was thinking of it." And he was like, "Let's rock. I am in. Let's do it." And I was like, "I guess I'm doing this." And I remember feeling this elation and also complete panic. Once we had the book, the first issue, I really didn't care at all if anyone liked it because I loved it so much. Like I read it and I was like, I'm as proud of this as anything I've ever done. And I just felt so happy with it. It was like, even if this tanks, I'm so proud to be a small part of this